Chad Shannon Strength. All right, week 3 is kind of a highlight video. This will be like my second day, leg day after squats. My simple goal with squats this prep is just set a 10, 405. I'll be cool with that. Just work on some muscular endurance, kind of bodybuilding stuff for my legs. Yoke, I hate yoke. So just I don't even know if I'll go to contest weight. This prep it's never paid off and it's miserable and I hate it. And as long as I don't zero whatever the hell the weight is, I can pick it up and take a step or two. It is what it is. Last year it was on the bullshit carpet floor, so we'll see. So the first run there was 440, 200 kilos, 20 feet by 2. It's gonna be 30 feet by 2 at nationals. Again, it's on a carpet fucking convention floor last year, which is bullshit. But anyway, who needs stability packing 700-800 pounds on their back? That's probably what it'll be, between 750 and 800. That's kind of typical weights at this level of the game, so to speak, even for us old farts. So jumped up with 530, 240 kilos. A little slower. I'm working on a hip waddle. I've been knee walking it, and it's just not working. It's funky to get used to, but I think it's paying off. So here's 300 kilos, 660, and it's probably one of the best runs with this much weight I've ever done in my whole strongman career, period. Oh yeah, Zone Spin Sauce, get you some. I need a sponsor. Come on, Zone, sponsor me. I lift heavy shit and I sniff your stuff. Wait, that might not sound good. Anyway, back to the video. So here we go. 300 kilos, 660. Just did 20 feet. It was miserable. I was sore in my thoracic spine the entire rest of the week. Got the neck fracture just above this kind of where I'm putting this fucking weight. And but that's one of the best runs I've ever done with that much weight. Seriously. So there might be something to this hip waddle technique that I've been working on. I just find that, you look at your Evan Singleton and your Cooper, they're not walking it. They're like waddling at the hips and penguin walking or something. And I'm like, that's got to be the trick to this. I mean, the weight's miserable no matter what you do with it. So that's Yoke. All right, on to the log axle. A little bit disappointing this week. I just think I was so exhausted from Yoke. So Yoke was Tuesday. Wednesday's more of a cardio. I guess, I did the steeplechase. I've got misordered in the video here, but that's okay. I do my cardio and GPP kind of stuff on Wednesday, or it's my second cardio GPP day. So this was Thursday, actually. Just 180, just doing the log axle, get some reps, 3 reps each, 185 on the axle. Kind of the same prep as the last contest I did in Nashville. That's kind of why I did the Nashville show as well, because I knew Nationals had like another log axle medley. This one's log axle, and Memphis was actually axle log, but the whole entire time I've been training log axle anyway. Guys, I don't know if I'll ever get my overhead back. It wasn't ever the best, but I was able to get 250 axle before the accident in June. I mean, just like literally the week before my accident, I had a 250 axle. So, log was way behind. I could probably do 230, 235 log before the accident. So, not awful behind, but behind. And now it's just made it worse. I actually felt strong at the contest doing the log axle medley. Just was out of gas, which kind of baffles me. Training it like I train it for the endurance. Doing some reps, going on doing some reps. It's just, my gas tank is just non-existent. I've been upping my cardio some, doing more sprints. But it's been kind of dumbfounding. So I think about maybe doing some 2-a-days, adding some cardio in the morning, and then doing lifting in the afternoon. I don't know where to go with it. I mean, 30 minutes cardio is about, with some sprints in there, I feel it's always worked for me before, plus doing medley work. But, I've got 8 weeks, though. I'm pretty exhausted this week after all this training. I think Yoke's what did it. So I'm probably going to back off just a hair this upcoming week, kind of a mini-deload. I won't call it a full deload. I kind of already began that process. I did a steeplechase today, which will be on next week's highlight video, and I cut the weights significantly just to see what the hell I could run it in as fast as I possibly could without weight being the issue. So here we go. Got a couple reps on 200. I'm getting consistent with that. It's looking good. I also last week, week 2, I was able to get 200 for 2 and 205 for 2 on the axle as well. I was hoping this week to hit 220 and 225, and it was marginally closer. So you'll see on the next clip. Again, I'm still getting some right elbow pain, tennis elbow, severe. I've been working on that at work, doing some wrist extension, high rep, 3-4 sets of that, trying to get some of that tendonitis out, realign the fibers. As this PT is talking, or mumbo jumbo, it does typically work, but it does feel better for the first couple of days, and I forget to do it for a couple of days, and it's just, when you're working with tendonitis, especially tendinosis, chronic condition, you need to be consistent. Find an exercise, 2 out of 3 pain, work on the eccentric lowering part of it, and do it for 3 to 4 sets, but you have to do it every single day until it just resolves. And that's where I've been missing out. I've been doing the 3 to 4 reps, the 20 reps, 3 to 4 sets, but I'll do it one day and feel better, and not do it the next day. I need to do it every single day. So that's a little pro tip right there. If you have any tendinosis issues, chronic tendonitis. All right, so there was a fail at the 220 log. Not awful. I did get a little more off my chest than it felt like it did watching the video. That's why I do these videos, really just kind of for my own benefit. And I just about let the axle tip me forward there. I was so fatigued just coming into this lift, and I just have no punch. There's just nothing to get underneath it. I had it maybe an inch or two out in front of me too far. I wasn't under the bar enough to even try to get under it. So that was log axle. All right, here we go, steeplechase. And we had a Gen Z asshole sighting. I don't own this gym, but when I see somebody exercising, I don't go intentionally, purposely get in their way. So this was definitely slower this week. The first half, I think, was very close to last week. But I get the bags kind of in the way of each other. And they told us we could go ahead and just do the heaviest bag next. We don't have to do them in order after we make the first crossing there. So I thought, hey, I'll get the heaviest one out of the way, be done with it. But I kind of had my footing was kind of off because that green bag was kind of in the way. Then I pick this one up and I'm going, and asshole right there, bam, asshole. I mean, I didn't go over and get his, and it just kind of pissed me off. I'm like stone cold walking there, just like pissed as hell, like, you little shit. I mean, I didn't go over there and get in the middle of his damn set. And I do this one time. It's not like I'm taking up the whole gym for hours. I do this one run and I'm done. I put it up. I'm out of the way. That's all I ask. Not even a minute worth of work. All right, so it was slower this week. I'm exhausted. And then there's deadlift. I'm not what I had programmed. Okay. So, in my head, I'm wanting a 700-pound pull at Nationals on this Mammoth or Kratos bar. Just flexies to whippy. Longer bar. Should be able to, get it pretty high before the weight really starts sinking in. So, it's kind of why the rack pulls. So, this is the first kind of working set, 400, 405 for 4, and then rack pull 405 pounds for 3. I use my straps every single lift. This time I'm going to be using straps at Nationals, so what's the point of not using them? Get used to them. No belt yet on this light of a weight. So, again, just working on really power off the floor, and then when the weight gets heavy, which will be closer at my knee, I plan to drop this down a little bit next week. Maybe do a stand on an inch block or something, inch or 2 inch. Make the rack pull a little longer. It's just below my knee. Actually, pretty long pull because I'm pretty tall. Super explosive at this kind of weight, no problem. But that's kind of what I'm doing. Then next week, I actually be back on the axle, kind of a stiff pull. But I've been kind of stuck at 550. And in my head, I feel like if I can do 500 pounds to 550 pounds for a set of 10, I'm going to be good for a 700-pound pull. I'm nowhere close to that right now. I'm doing 550 for one. You'll see here, right here. It's just, and it was off center. Somehow I didn't strap it. I could have swore I was strapped in it equal, same side, but somehow the left hand side felt heavier coming off the floor. I lined it up, still made the pull. I was hoping to get that for at least a double this week and triple next week, whatever, etc. So if I can't get 500 for 15 reps or 550 for 10 reps, that would probably kind of equate to a 700-pound pull. Probably not much hope. I attempted 675 out of the rack, broke it off the safeties, but that was it. And then here, just kind of end on a good note, I dropped down to 635 rack pull and finally hit some success. All right, guys, that's my highlight video for week 3. Going kind of mini deload next week. Peace out. That's all I got.